hallani? Ó, mikrofont nem állítottam feljebb. Na, így. Remélem elég hangos. Még ilyenek. És akkor folytatjuk ott, ahol abba hagytuk. Na, ha megtalálom a kurzort. Így. Na, jól körbenézünk. Jaj. Micsoda? Ez milyen nézet? Te mit tudsz? Ez messzire is érvényes?
Revelio. Lumos.
Ó, ez a cél... Ja, értem, ez a célkereszt. És milyen nézet lenne. Ah, Dragon Age. Nem úgy, hanem... megszoktam a Dragon Age-es dolgokat. Hol van a lootom, amiért széttörök mindent? Kérdezem. És hol a házi állatom? Lesz nekem olyanom? Na látjátok, ezért nem lehetnek szép dolgaim. Amúgy ez jól néz ki, ez ugye nem, ez a 6 évesek képe, jöhettek ide is? És bejöhettek? Ó. Hát még kilútalom itt a szomszédot már. Másnak is van egy cucca.
Revelio.
Itt vannak. Negyedévesek? Hát végig ne nézem már. Van itt teljes térkép? Na jó, majd biztos szól. Tab? Nem. Kis hülye. De volt nincs szekrény. Úgy sajnálom amúgy, hogy online része elvileg ugye nem lesz. Pedig egy nagy potteres RP szervert nagyon adnék, ha már a Geriz módból kiszedették hivatalosan. A Potter RP szervereket. Én is nem, ugye? Kurva jó lenne. Bármelyik másik házon megcsinálni nettó parasztság lenne, de mivel marketes vagyok, nem simán belefér, hogy szerte széjjel lúgtalom a szavatársaimat. És úgy rohadt jól néz ki a Mordekát helyisége. Nem emlékszem már, úgy szerintem, azt hiszem, Erik talán nem is jutottak el idáig. Mert hogy csak itt így beszélgettek alig. Ebből így korlátlanul lehetnek? Állat. Nem kínálsz meg? Milyen állat? Nyaka. Várj. Ja, de ha ez a körfolyosó. Vagy nem? De az első éveset. Nincs hetedéveseknek termi. Sorok.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Already knew that.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragons.
Can I help you?
Waltzed in at the end of the sorting fair.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck
Neked egy
today.
kis repu sráchoz. Értem. A többi hálókörletre is
If you
kíváncsi
do
lennék.
that, you'll lose. Trust me.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you.
Vannak képű.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away.
Persze.
My skills on a broom are legendary.
We
Elintéztük.
handled it, and I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly.
Jó,
Perhaps
van
one
már.
of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Hát, kivéve idén.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Az igen. Az komoly.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Lehet, mi van?
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here. Though I doubt
Biztos,
you
hogy
need it.
pont te akarsz engem körbevezetni? Mi van, ezt tesz? Haló? Hát, hogy így... Itt szem környékén.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm
Tényleg,
especially
az a
proud of.
vezeték
mind.
neve is.
He was obsessed with blood status. A
Kaja!
pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Lekötött.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Oké, okay,
Almost fainted trying to harvest a pufferpod the other day. Those spores certainly make you dizzy.
ja, megyek csak még szednétek a körbe. Már végre itt vagyok.
Even if I knew how to get into the other common rooms, I wouldn't bother. There's a reason I was working in my house.
Jó nagy a hálókörlet amúgy. Hát, hogy futni akarok. És én sétálni akarok az egész játék során. Menő.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been
Yeah,
dreaming
yeah,
of
you
this
are,
day
you
for a
see.
long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs. Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
És nem kértek
They
még
will determine
lehetetlen.
what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Ezt már. És ez úgy fog nekem segíteni majd.
What is it?
a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Jó, azt a ládát.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Jó, adott egy mimik.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Ó! Jaj, tudom, ez az a vízilény, ami nem fog magyarul eszembe jutni, de a 3 tanultak róla. Nem tudom. Kákalak talán? Nem biztos. Pont nincs már. De nem biztos, hogy jól tudom, lehet, hogy nem is volt külön neve. Csak tudom, hogy a kappa volt, meg a káka, de így a háromban nagyon sűrűn előjött a izénél, a Lupinnál. Mert hogy gyakorlatilag ott volt egyedül órájuk így rendesen. Az jól hangzik. Nem is vesz ide.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities
Könyvet.
like that inside and outside of the castle.
Aha. És van valami? Ja, szóval túl van lenne. Ja, igazából a Revelio az, ami a Dragon Age-be a izé... Ja, az volt. Jó hangja amúgy kígyónak. Megküldjük. Most a szobroknál is van valami, hogyha...
Revelio.
Meg garázsolom.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central
Ez a
Hall.
fast travel. És most nyitotta meg a mapot. Ó. Amúgy ez menő. Hát, tök jó. Nem is tudom, láttam ilyen mob megoldást máshol, de tetszik.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Mozog a sárkány.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Pedig...
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Mintha összebeszéltünk volna.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Sázi Weasley mit tanít?
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
De mit tanít? Lehet tudni? Nem ad semmilyen bónuszt. Megcsoltam. Hol? Ezt a menüt. Amúgy jól néz ki alatta is a ruha. Van elve valahol kozmetik. Lehet, hogy még nem nyílt meg. Mert muszáj volt megnézni.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Mondtál valamit?
Csak nevettem. Varázslattanulásom.
Ja, ugye? Mondtam. Majd karakteret képít. DC-re. Pillanat.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Ja, hát
Now,
igen, itt még
sounds
nincs
like you've
tekerőtép.
quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
We do get nervous when the owls fly into the great hall.
Ó,
Bound to crash into me eventually.
menő.
Yes, it is.
Revelio.
Owls make very good pets. You can't snuggle up to them the way you can with a cat.
Ez mi az?
My sister's home for the holidays.
What am I missing?
Hope she's bought me a new beatie back.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Menő.
My mother adored Transfiguration when she was in school. I'm sure she's disappointed that I'm so terrible.
Wow. Ez hol vezet? Tudja. Nézzük. Könyvtár. A zene az annyira jó, úristen.
Revelio.
Ez csak könyvtár. Ja, biztos, hogy ez. Professor Blair.
Revelio.
Watch it. Csak én nem. Arról hallom. Újra.
Lumos.
Jézus, Atya Úristen, de megijedtem, köszi.
Revelio.
Ezt a követést. Hoppá. Aha, Anna, ez majd
Lumos.
meg tudom lumozozni a tüzet, azt meg Sokat nem ért. Igen, az majd a maximumot fel. Megint csinálják. Ez nem csinált semmit a csinálás.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Nem tudom.
Revelio.
És van bent az lába. Úgy rohadt jól néz ki a könyvtár.
Revelio. Lumos.
Ja, nem is tudom, nem a Gaspelnek van ilyen hangja, nem tudom, lehet.
Revelio.
Kurva jó.
Lumos.
Ez nagyon menő, de mit kell vele csinálni?
I don't see why people fuss so much.
Ez nagyon creepy. De kurva jó.
Revelio.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so... Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
I suspect most Slytherins would be
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Jó vagyok.
I'm convinced that Binns called on me in passing today just to embarrass me.
Úgy meghallottam a rejtét, nem is tudtam, hogy a rejtét oldom meg. De ennyire jó vagyok.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have known it.
De menjünk órára. Erre mi van? Na menjünk órára, ifjú. Ez nem az egyik idő? Nem. Menő.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Szóval fényképek, ez a festmény volt?
Revelio.
Ne, ez lesz az. Így, de vagány. Mindig mögül nem hallom. Lehet, hogy tényleg akkor a spellnek ez ilyen... Nem, most nem mögül nem hallom. Amúgy rohadt jól néz ki a kastély. Úristen.
Revelio.
Let us keep our heads about this.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Lumos.
Jó, hát ilyen rejtélyek lesznek. Menünk. Kerülítsük. Azt hol találok olyan. Cicák! Meg lehet simogatni a cicát! Ez az. 10/10 a játék. Akármi is történjék, most már 10/10. Miért néz, mint a Daphne?
I suppose in all fairness,
A többi játékban is benne voltak ezek a fali kárpitok. Mert majd, hogy nem hasonló design.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind
Revelio.
him.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Beckett said I'd make a wonderful aura. Imagine. I once flew to Italy.
Here.
Ezek nem adnak trasét, ha megütöd őket. Tényleg. Tényleg.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, You all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Ciao! Kicsit kaotika, de pozitív értelemben.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not... Splendid! Don't lose your composure. Excellent. Not to worry.
Ó, értem.
Very good.
Ó.
Stay focused.
Értem,
Very
mit
good.
kéne.
Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Ah, this cheat.
There we go.
Ah, de értem, mi van. Hát, nyilván.
That's it.
Let us see this.
Sehogy nem érem be.
That is how it's done.
Le tudod lökni a pirosat? Nem tudom, lehet, hogy le tudnám.
Nicely done.
De az arra kellett volna mennem.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Ne,
This round
tudok jobbra
settles it
balra
all.
menni.
Watch this.
Hát, nem jó.
Happens to the best of us.
Nagyon nehézéket néztem. Hogy hívják őket? Akadályokat. Mindjárt, mindjárt.
Excellent control there.
Basz meg.
Here we go.
That is how it's done. Ouch! Well played.
Csáva. De ja, szerintem ha kimozdítom, akkor az ugye módosítja a pontokat.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Ilyen köpkő szakkör.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Ez menő amúgy.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him
Honnan
waiting.
láttad a...
Until next time.
Mögötted áll.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans. if you're so inclined.
After my...
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Vesta.
A word,
You
if you
know it
would.
won't work on humans.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Istenem. Na jó.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Jelzem, ami készül. Level 2. Ó, ezeket így megtart, ide menő. Hoppá, hoppá. Ott mi van fent? Hát ezt nem ma fogjuk megtudni.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't
Hello.
you?
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
I can't believe Black is still the headmaster. He
Revelio.
a job. It's not like he's short a few galleons.
Menő.
People who burn
De jó.
the cure. That's what my mother told me, and she knows everything.
Kitya!
She told me.
Kitya, kitya. Mhm.
Revelio.
Obviously, that's when. And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the points as you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil.
Itt a Hogwarts.
Fine, it's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Yeah.
Revelio. Lumos.
Nyersz egy próbát. Oh.
What was that for?
Biztos, hogy ezek valamit megoldani, több ilyen tekerentjű nincs. De igazából tök mindegy, mert ráér. Meg órára kéne menni.
What are you up to now?
Bebecsengettek. Haszasz. Végig gurulom a Roxforttal. Úgy emlékszem, hogy Harry is így közlekedett, szóval teljesen van itt. Na, jó. Erre emlékszem. Márint, hogy volt egy ilyen azt hiszem Csoki Bacon volt rajta a kártyán. Egy szellemi boszorkány, aki állandóan vágján elégettette magát, persze fék volt, mert mindig ivott egy potit előtte. És nagyon sokszor kamu kivégezték, vagy hát ugye a muglik azt hitték, hogy kivégezték, de nyilván egyszer sem. És rajszanak el.
Revelio.
Pedig azt hittem valaki. Mármint tudjátok, hogy...
Lumos. Revelio.
Nem vágj, biztos majd lesz egy spell, ami szerintem mimikládákat kinyitja. Jaj, Mordornak is voltak ilyen szemei.
that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Mollynak egy űse privet.
Especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Mindig hátra nézek, hogy üldöznek-e. De hát ez Leviosa. Nem, azt biztos mindenki elsüti ezt a poént, úgyhogy nem.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Még amikor Pottermore volt az oldal, akkor lehetett ilyen ezekkel szórakozni, amikor kijött az 5. És lehetett ilyen kamupárba és szakkört tolni velük.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
What be your first duel?
Let's just
I do enjoy life in a duel. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Azért nem tudom, párbajozás jobban megy, mint a izé.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around. Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Szóval, hogy nem tudod, hogy a párbajozás jobban ment, mint a ügyességi feladat.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Ott voltál. Ja, nem a...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you.
Van
I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio. How nice to see you, my young friend.
Mentsünk egyet viszont. De menő.
Ha! Revelio.
Látok. Ugye. Egyelőre a cicák a legjobb barátaim.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the
De
same
macskát meg kell simogatni, így van.
You could help.
Remélem bizonyos szám fölött achievement.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Cool, let's go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Fogok is.
Revelio.
Jó, szerintem ismerik a sidequestek fogalmat.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. drawing page must be around here somewhere.
Elég vad.
Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Jaj, nem csak space van.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Reparo. Levioso.
Hey.
Revelio.
Na nézzük meg Roxmorcot.
Oh dear, I shall get...
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida,
HP
by the way,
esetében
and I'm afraid
HP
everything's not all
játékban
right.
talán őt
I
így
may be
kellett
in a spot of
kasztolni ezt
trouble
a
with the
szfárt.
librarian. You see, I'm
Igen,
fond of creating my
boxosan.
own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands.
Jaj.
If you could collect them and bring them to me, I
A
can remove
naplókat
the
már
charm.
ismerik a Roxford területén, ugye?
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Revelio.
must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Olvasott csak el. Többi az ott bent van. Vagy nem.
Revelio.
Ja, még van egy. Van még nem kell lépni.
Revelio. Revelio.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief! Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Na azért kicsit én is beleolvasgattam abban a naplócskába. Vagy hogy van új, de... Hazugság. Ó! Nem. Legendás köztjük. Ez menő. Amúgy nem rossz. Kicsi mozog, de menő. De menő. De... Azt nem írjuk. Nem. Nem látszik, hogy melyik hátba tartatom. Mi, de jó. Az állat. Viszont ez keci menő. Ez is rohadt jó. Igen, ez se rossz, de... Mi ezek ölit. Diákok vagyunk. Mi van mi? Valami van még, nem látok. Lehet, hogy megfordult is. Most hát kicsit soknak érzem. Ja. Szerintem ezért mutatja. A gírt. Nem sáv volt. Na mindegy. Folytassuk a küldét, már aztán majd nem lesz időnk.
Revelio.
I've never had difficulties with bouncing balls.
Hello. Hello. Pusult. De ez még zárva. Valamit a pár... Ja, lehet amúgy, igen. Igen, az is lehet. Jaj, de jó. Ez tetszett, ez kurva jó.
Reparo. Revelio.
Don't get me started on how horrifying venomous tentacula are. Why we're forced to engage with them in class instead of just reading about them is beyond me.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Ebben a ruhában a többi normálisan felöltözött Roxfortos diák között pont úgy nézek ki, mint valami snob idióta. Fancy izé, köpenybe.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel.
Ilyen szárnyasok,
Way I see
tanul.
it, I'd be wise to...
Jó, gyere már vissza. Valit. Adném el meg.
I used to like transferring.
Ja, néha picit leesik az FPS, de amúgy nem vészes.
De DLS-es autó.
Speaking of Weasley,
Mi?
she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Revelio, has she? That's nice.
Mit, amire?
Nvidia DLS-es autó.
Most melyik menüben van?
Ahol a felbontást tudod várni. Most quality-ban. Tehát performance-re vagy autó.
Mi van? Global Quality Preset, vagy FX Quality, vagy mi?
Ahol a felbontást várni.
De upscale type az Nvidia DLS-es.
Quality listát hiszére. autóra, vagy balanszedre.
Nézzük meg.
Ja, nézzük meg. Elvileg úgy fogja változtatni, ahogy több
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Hát
Spend
nem
a lot
jön
of
vissza
time
a
in
pál.
detention, do you?
Nem tudom megnézni,
well rounded.
mert ott a nagy körben, hogy kicsit többen voltak ott.
Akkor az még lehet a Streamből processzor.
De most jó volt, hogy visszafordultam. De az is lehet, hogy csak amíg betöltötte először a... Lehet, hogy majd lesz idei van patch aztán.
Meg fel kéne frissíteni a videót.
Speaking of detention, the trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
5 év után.
Ne, én szoktam
Glad I could be of service.
patchelgetni.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me,
Tényleg láttam, hogy
as
van,
is
és nem
often the case.
indítottam el.
Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Mik ezek a trombita virágok? Várj meg, Pál!
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous.
De ha Viktor is mondta
I
neki
think
is,
they need to
néha
have more
leesik.
confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years
De
and
a
barely
játékban
scratched the
sikerült
surface.
megcsinálni
Boats
azt,
to see, places to
amit a
discover.
filmekben nem.
Oh, any you'd like to
Egy
share with the
egységes
class?
Perhaps one
közegbe
day.
hozni
I can't go around telling you all my secrets now,
Roxfortot
can I?
a környező
You still haven't told me how you
környezetével.
became so good at dueling.
Hogy úgy tényleg el tudod hinni, hogy úgy közel vannak egymáshoz a dolgok, ahogy le is van írva, hogy azért
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably, tragedy. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
hogy kő. Én kitalálom a játékot, nem kell elmondani.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and...
Jó, meg is sikerült
Everything all right,
egy
sir?
Oh, look right at me.
alkoholista.
Eyes big as saucers.
What
kulcs
did
és
Mr. Moon?
háztájérzőt szerezni.
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying.
Vagy ez a... Vagy ez csak
I shall
takarító?
be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Ja, lehet, hogy
I take
Hagrid
you guys.
előtt nem is volt ilyen
I don't know
kulcs és
what he's putting in his
háztájérző.
pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Várjál, mehetnétek meg körbe. Hogy sietlő srác. Nem kell. Te geci menő!
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Kurva jó van. Zene az geci jó.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Kezdjük az elejéről.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Most megvettem, hogy...
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Ollivanderhez a legvégén akarok menni.
Revelio.
Haló? Ugye nem zavarok.
Revelio.
No szavaz. Rohadtuk ezek a kis utcák. Meg hogy az egész hangulata tök menő. A zene is jó.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Ez ilyen tipikus hogy mindenkinek a sajátja a legfontosabb, és azt promótálja, mint annós liba. Ez az óra sokkal fontosabb, ezt látok.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Jó, van 200 galleonom, hogy már itt vennék mégis. Mi bő? Mi bő?
Revelio.
Yakumi? Yakumi. Hát sajnálom, vissza kell vennem a klasszikusat. Fel is tegyük láthatatlanná, és nem kell állandóan kibemászkálni így a menüből. Rossz felé megyek, és nem szólt senki.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Aha, ebből hírpoti lesz.
Let me guess.
Nem.
You're after something fresh.
Véletlen volt.
Revelio.
Nagyon élem ezt a zenét.
Revelio.
Igen, csak így, simán.
Revelio.
Mit fogok itt a csest is.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is
Tök jó. Az utód ér, hogy ne nyomd meg, hát majd persze. Majd nem nyomom meg.
Revelio.
Hello.
Oh, come in! Come in! Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry and I'm here, thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
What services do you offer?
What is it you might be interested in?
Ahogy jók vagyunk, csak kíváncsi voltam. Köszönöm.
Revelio.
Út mögében nézek, nem para?
My mum wanted me to be a nurse. Well, I didn't know.
Ja, vagy seprű volt rajta.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't...
Revelio.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa. Reparo.
Lumos.
Leviosa.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Most nem. Nem szívünk mi. De ez jobb. Ooh. Menjünk pálcáért.
Revelio.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing.
Tök van, kiválaszthatom a...
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Most a legutóbbi tesztet, amit csináltam, ott ez a dogfood volt, ahhoz nem emlékszem, hogy ez marad. Lehet, hogy tudom nézni.
How intriguing.
Ez pont ugyanilyen hosszú. És ez volt.
Curious indeed.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. How intriguing.
Ez amúgy menő. A szín. Legyen ez.
What do you think? Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Revelio.
Oh, nicely. Nem én futok itt. Vízes falás.
Revelio.
Úgy kicirenném ezeket. Pontosan így.
Revelio.
Jól néz ki.
Revelio.
Elveszünk egy kicsit.
Revelio.
Itt amúgy, de mi voltunk mindenhol. Kivéve a 3 seprűbet, de szerintem amúgy oda megyünk már utána. És esik.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Hoppá! Mi a fasz? Erre nem volt szó. Milyen árvon van rajta?
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Engem akar?
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We'll wear it down eventually.
Hoppá!
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done!
Nem, kapom. Először nem segített amúgy. Hoppá!
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
Ja, értem. A piros színű a dodge, tehát hogy a piros színű a dodge, a sárga színű, akkor lehet a meziket. Nem lehet meziket dodge-olni.
his own medicine.
Nicely done. That's right, you lumbering louts.
He's faltering.
A few more hits to do the job. Confringo.
Ja, az jó volt, amúgy jó, tetszett a fight. Ez mi a fasz? Csókolom.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Reparo. Oh, hello there. A moment. Lucky they didn't.
I'll go and see what he wants.
One last thing for Officer Singer. Reparo. Good as new. Revelio. Reparo.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Milyen kedves.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. You won't be disappointed. That's a glad...
Jó, de... Jó. Akartam nézni, mik vannak itt.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Ó, de jó. Hát... Az nem?
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Ez se rossz. Jaj, megneved.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for facts.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The Three Broomsticks is just this way.
Én itt románcot érzek a levegőbe.
I sell even more.
Mondom. De be lehet upgrade-elni, szóval jó.
The items, should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, Trolls in
Az arc
Hogsmeade.
és a hang
That's never happened before.
kognitív diszonanciát okoz a fejembe.
Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Ahogy néz ki, mint a trónokból a Jara.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
Nagy románcok szövődnek itt, én érzem itt a levegőbe. Nem haragszol, Sebastian, én meg itt körbenéznék. Am.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Hollow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Jó az a fast travel is benne amúgy. Daráljuk a szinteket rendesen. Hoppá! Jött pakolj postám. Oké. Oh. Előbb ezt akarom megnézni. Wow. Ja, hogy a crest az a szinted. Aha. Jó, értem. Ja. Jó. Jaj, még oda lent kimegyek. Körbe akarok nézni itt a...
Revelio.
Enjoy flying. There are so many rules now.
Ja, talán értem.
Revelio.
Jó.
Revelio.
Kinek a szabálya? Prefektus is szóval. Jó. Nem volt az ajtóra kiírva. De azért az 7 évesek szobája. Az 7. Gondolom az egyik a lány, a másik a fiú. Ez a lány szoba.
Revelio. De ez ugyanaz, nem? Ugyanaz a kör. Vagy nem? Kéne egy mini map. De most nem... Jaj.
My family loves going to the Quidditch World Cup. Father took the Barnton Amateur team
Revelio.
Ever since. Nothing better than 2 pints of buckwheat and a pile of mince pie beans.
Why do we even have flying if Professor Black cancelled Quidditch?
Jó, azt meg kell nézem még egyszer, én...
Revelio.
Igen, és itt... Aha, akkor az... Jó, akkor az igaz. Aha. Jó, így 73. kör után rájöttem. Ez a fiúk köre, ez magam körül. Jó, kicsit fáradt vagyok már. Úgyhogy el is mentjük. És legközelebb innen fogjuk folytatni, az holnap délelőtt, kora délután, úgyhogy addig is, Ali,